All right, today's April 10th, 2026. Yesterday I took two trades. I probably had my worst trade and my best trade. Okay, I don't know what that is about. I'll come back to it later. I probably had my worst trade and my best trade all in one. Fuck, this is me. Uh-huh.
How to fix Reddit blocked by network security. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Let's get started. First thing first, make sure your application is updated. Even though this is a network problem, you need to make sure that you are using the latest version of your app. Head over to your Play Store or App Store. At the search bar, type in Reddit. Make sure that you see open instead of update. If you see update, tap on update and update your app. Now, if you are being shown that error while using your Wi-Fi connection, switch it to your mobile data. You can also switch with your
All right, we're back up. All right, so anyways, about to my worst trade and my best trade yesterday. Um, I was looking to Carmine's live streaming, and we were discussing he was discussing about when to take a trade, um, adding size, right? And adding size meaning that do you add size when you see you have a good setup, or do you keep the same size when you take a trade? So what he shared was that whether the setup is a great setup or a not okay setup, you should only be taking trades when the setup is the best, right? So you shouldn't be adding size if you're always taking the best setup, all right? So you shouldn't be adding size if you're always taking the best setup. And typically for me, I don't add size anymore, but yesterday I did. I don't know why. I just did. How do I hide this thing again? Yesterday I added size to my first trade, and it hurt me. Even though I was trying to be cautious, and which I was, It still hurt because this is a trade here. I took this trade here, and it felt weak, and I knew that I needed to wait for this at least to show some form of, hey, we're gonna sell, or hey, we're gonna buy, right? I needed that one to show the setups likely going to happen. As you can see here, prices in there, but there's no volume here to show, hey, this 25 tick chart which formed this strong buying that came in is not reactivating what it used to do, what it did. All right, and I know that for me, when I took an entry, I like to take when there's like a handle, a candle. Yeah, I have one and two, I have that there, but I'm not getting the same activity that I had earlier. So, but I like what I saw, and I entered here, putting my stop loss below here, and then this is where I fucked up at. Right, this trade is not that bad. It's still horrible, but it's never set up. I fucked up when I saw this, and I said, "Oh shit, I think I can really get it." So I added again. So now I'm at two. And so it says close it out, fucking close it out, fucking close it out, right? So now my risk is at, go back a little bit. When I add it, boom, so it went from 300 to 500, it's basically 600, right? So I adjust my stop loss 537, just as tight as I can, 462. That's okay. 462 is what I'm gonna risk. About 500 bucks. And this will be my last trade of the day. Price came down, so just close that shit out. When it was 187, this probably would have saved me, but I stayed in it. I was feared that it was gonna go, and this would have went. But this, if it did set up, I just have to wait for the retest. And I knew that. I told myself that, but I didn't follow. I ended up getting stopped out for the full amount. All right, price is fighting here, but I got stopped out for the full amount, which sucks. All right, 487 full loss. All right, so that happened. I'm taking a picture. Now I see the strong volume. As you can see, 50 and 34.87. I go to check out my account. Now I'm seeing the volume here, and seeing the volume here, and seeing that, okay, we got volume here. This is good. Volume into it. That's what I wanted. I need volume out of it. Okay, strong volume into it. This one hasn't closed yet. Need volume out of it. Volume out of it's coming. See, we're still holding. I said, alright, I'm interested. NQ is down here. VIX, I don't know where it's at. Alright. Alright, bet. We have this. I'm waiting for this to close. Which I needed to wait to close. I want to enter right here. Like 6806, I want to enter. Price starts to lift, we see it. I enter, stop loss up there. Now wait. Prices are staying. Now here is where I could have entered this trade. Or maybe not there. That's just way too much, right? But I'm waiting. Alright, my stop loss is at 6809 now. Price comes down. I'm like, ah, fuck. I'm gonna stop that break even. That sucks. Nope. Alright. And then we have lift off. Finally, hit my level up here. Right. Hit my level. Got out here at the top. Hit my level. Okay, cool. I was looking for a good push, but I didn't see it. We're above this. And basically, we good. Alright. Unfortunately, I didn't know that after that, price did this. Nothing I can do about it. You know, this one's coming back down. This is going up higher. But You know, I think my exit, what was it? Back here, and Q is right here. It was a good exit. It was a best exit. VIX is down there. Great exit, right? Nonetheless. And then price just went even higher, which is cool anyways, but I got what I needed. Was able to close the day positive with that trade, thank God. But I should have just been on my own thing versus on Karma. I think I should have just been waiting. But what he said made sense. Only take the best trades all the time, so that way you're always taking the best entry without having to add size because you garbage trades. Hearing is one thing, doing is another. Alright, so anyways, I'm set up for today. That's a big move yesterday. I don't know if we're gonna get the same thing today. Market opens up soon. Let's go to the week to see how we moved. Huge reversal. I could do one more dump into like the 6,000s. See that we have nothing else above. Maybe we'll come back down to this. Alright, we've also got this level here. Yeah. Still nothing here. 30, that's 30, shit. Nothing here. Maybe this. Alright, we'll look into that area. Hmm. 5 minute. Alright. down here, huh? So way up here, huh? Now we look at the 1 minute. Anyways, let's see that. That's all up there. Kind of like this one here for the 1 minute. All right. All right. Now let's go to main charts here. From the 75. Not much. 50. Alright, we got this right here. So we really got nothing here. So that's just the 50 tick chart. Five. Oh, so much like this. Alright, that's the one I had came off of. Okay, and then 20. Not really much to work with, not gonna lie. I don't know what the fuck this is. Alright, it's gonna delete everything else. That doesn't make sense. Can go, can go, can go. I'm gonna keep an eye on it via the 1 minute time frame. But the rest of these things can go. Yeah. Alright, kind of dealing with that. Gonna go to settlement price, market. There we go. Alright, bet. So kind of like that, the way it is. So 1 minute level might look for something here based off of that 50 or 5 or 25 tick chart. Alright, it's just a 25 tick chart. Alright, let's go to NQ. And we'll do some deleting there as well. See from the weekly standpoint that we're also very high. Daily, 4 hour, that's the level right here, level down there too. 1 hour, I did mark this. It's 4 hour on, yes. Okay, we'll come back to that. 1 hour, oh, we got that mark. Okay, we're gonna delete this here. I'm gonna move this high over to here. High 25265, 25269. Bow. Alright, got that. Settlement price is here. Let's open that up here like that. Grab it, file, put it, bam. Let's go. All right. 30 minutes. 15. That level that looked like it was broken on ES. It's shorter on NQ. 5 minutes should have that same level up top, but it doesn't. Nothing at the bottom, and then 1 minute is just, we don't usually go that low. Alright, that's that. I'm gonna go into VIX and see what I can find with VIX. But for the most part, with NQ, I'm done. Market opens up now, so as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna see what I can find with the market being opening now. Wow, this is the 30. Okay, just deleting stuff. Alright. That was the market. Alright. It's gonna be right here. That can stay. There. Alright. So that can stay. We'll see what comes of it. Let's zoom out. Alright, don't really have much to really back up any of these things I see. But selling is very strong. Alright, bow. Alright, so that's it. We'll keep an eye on this because prices broke through it. Let's go to the 4 hours, see if we got that same line. We does. Alright, it's the same line that we had. It's a 4 hour line. That's how we're gonna do it. To the right. I'm gonna call it that. Alright. So back to ES. Back to NQ. Let's see what we can get out of any of this. That's that large 5 minute level. It's just way too damn large for me to even trust it. Alright, I need price to really sell off when it comes to it. Right now, a lot of buying. Look at all of this. This doesn't even look good. And if that's the case, what the heck, right? Alright, I don't really have this right here. I would like to see a bounce from that. I don't really like any of that. Nope. Alright, strong buying right here. If price can really dig up, come back down, I'll be interested. Right, but price would really need to dig up, come back down. Right, this is all chaotic. Oh, I didn't check news. Oh, we got 8:30 news, and then we got 10. So let me add the news in, and then that'll be it. So we had 8:30 news. So this today's the 10th, and then we have 10 o'clock news, right? Yes, and that's it. We're done. Okay, so we're inside this huge news thing. So that's it. All right. Anyways, we'll see if I take anything today. Not really gun ho about today's, based on how price is opening and the fact that it's Friday.